You say I make you shy, I don't know why. Every time we kiss, it gets better every time.
Happy February, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is a simple Valentine's Day look. I wanted to do this because we all don't have extra time to be extraordinary and do, like, you know, those crazy Instagram looks that we see. So I wanted just to bring something to you guys with shades that I know we all have in our collection, and I actually use one palette today to keep it short, simple, and sweet. So if you want to see how I came up with this look, make sure you keep on watching. But before we keep on watching, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell if you want to know when I upload. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. I know I don't need to apologize, but just letting you guys know, my window faces my neighbor's backyard and the dog is barking. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You probably can't even hear it, but if you hear a little background noise, it's that. So I was kind of thinking what shadows I wanted to do for this simple look. And I know Valentine or any holiday in general can get really crazy, like themed, Christmas, red and green, Thanksgiving, oranges, yellows, reds, cranberries. Valentine's Day is also the reds and the pinks, which I absolutely love. But sometimes it don't work out like that. Like when you're going out, if it's Valentine's, if you're going out on a date, it's not like everyone has a pink eyeshadow palette, red eyeshadow palette, well, tones, and you know, not everyone owns those kind of shades because not everyone prefers those kind of shades. So I was just thinking I should do a cutesy Valentine's Day look with normal shades that I don't want to say like any regular person, you know, I don't want to put anyone down, but you know, your average consumer that isn't trying to like be a throw up of color, you know what I mean? So I was kind of stuck between a couple palettes. This one, which is my absolute favorite, the Narcissist Wanted palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. If you've seen my 2018 favorites, this was in here. I use this a lot. And it has your neutral browns, a couple warm browns, your shimmers, like this is every day. And it just has a couple cranberry tones, which I thought perfect. Valentine's Day, I feel like that's doable for your average person that would have those kinds of reds in their collection. And then I thought Dose of Colors, same thing. It has a couple burgundies, some browns, transition, but I mean, you don't use those. So I'm like, maybe not this one. And then I thought this one, ABH Soft Glam, super cute. And it has, again, just like the other ones, it has your good transition tones, your browns, a couple pinky mauvey tones that are great for Valentine's Day. So I think I'm going to stick with this one. It's nice to see a Valentine's Day look that isn't so pink, purple, and all that good stuff, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and use Soft Glam today. If you guys wanna see a look using the NARS palette, which I would be more than happy to do because this is one of my fave palettes, hand down. Not one hand, two hands, hands down. So yeah, this is a really good palette for any occasion. So we're gonna go ahead and do Soft Glam today. Don't you feel like a new woman when you wash all your brushes? I just washed all of them and I feel brand new. Brand new, it's true. I've already prepped my face. Actually, put some of this. This was in my favorites too. And my 2018 favorites, the Laneige, I don't know how to pronounce it, sleeping mask. I like using it even, you know, when I prep my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my soft ochre paint pot to prime my lid. Just gonna get that in there. What are your plans for Valentine's Day? Are you gonna go out on a date? Are you gonna have a fun Valentine's? I personally love doing that. Gino and I haven't really planned anything. It's honestly so hard for me to do anything on Valentine's Day because fortunately that is my dad's and my brother's birthday on Valentine's Day, so we always have to like celebrate them. I don't want to say like have to, but like we do. Last year, was it last year? Yeah. I went to Walt Disney World on Valentine's Day with Gino and our couple friend. It was lots of fun. That was actually the first year I missed my brother's and dad's birthday. It was kind of, I mean, it was sad for me, but I had lots of fun. You know, when you're just like away from your family. Look at, we have a friend. We have a little visitor this month. He was kind of overstayed to stay, but yeah. I hate when it's like red. I don't care if I get like a pimple right here, easy to cover, but it's like smack in the middle of my face. Not fun. This is Dusty, this palette. With my L216 Stilazzi blending brush, I'm gonna grab Dusty Rose right here, which is that nice purple shade, and place and blend that on my crease. I like this brush because it's a very precise blending brush. It's slightly tapered, not so much, but it has that slight taper so it fits right in your eye socket. I'm focusing on blending in the center of my eyelid. So with a larger blending brush, this is the L215 from Stilazzi. I'm gonna go ahead and use orange soda with a little tap of tempera. I was about to say tempura, I'm all hungry. And blend that into my brow bone. Just going back and forth with Dusty Rose and deepening it as preference. You can leave it as light or you can continue blending it and darkening it. See how that just kind of like defined my sockets? So next up, I will be grabbing Rose Pink, which is that nice rosy pink. I mean, it's the name, shade. And I'm actually gonna be going in with my finger. That's how I like applying these sorts of shadows. Anything foiled is gorgeous. You see that? With your finger. So once I place the most of the pigment on, I actually like to use a nice concealer brush. This is the M224 from Morphe, and I grab a little bit more of Dusty Rose Pink. I mean Rose, did I call it Dusty Rose? I mean it's called Rose Pink. Sorry guys. And I just pretend, or I am doing it, I'm not pretending, to cut the crease. I go from my tear duct and just follow the socket of my eye. Sometimes you don't need to lay down concealer to cut the crease. Shocker, I know. If you're especially a beginner to makeup or cutting creases, this is a good step to start doing before you use concealer. Because when you place concealer or use water, that really intensifies it, and this is more of a simple look, so we don't need to do all of that. A lot of fallout on my desk, not on my face, but on my desk. Okay, so with my Morphe E17, one of my favorite blending brushes, I'm gonna go in with Mulberry, which is that nice, I wanna say it's a brown with a hint of red, and just going in it, on it, in it, I don't know, very lightly. And I'm placing it on the outer portion of my eyelid and blending it inward. This prevents from smoking out all the way to your eyebrow. You know when that happens sometimes? Not this way. No, no, no. And getting whatever is left over from that shade and blending it into my crease. I'm going back and forth because I really don't want to pick up more of that shadow. I want to disperse whatever is left on it evenly from the brush. And just to blend in that Mulberry, the matte shade, into that dusty, I keep calling it Dusty Rose, the rose pink shade. I'm gonna tap into Sultry, which is that other shimmery shade right next to rose pink. Grab a little bit and blend those two together. That way it's pretty much very similar to the mulberry shade. And since it has that glitter flex, it'll blend with rose pink. See how blending, instead of blending out, blending in kind of creates a cat eye, just a slight bit. I don't know if you guys can tell. And it keeps the shadow on top of your eye, so it kind of lifts it instead of elongating it, especially when you have a rounder eye. And if you keep blending outerwards, you're gonna look like you have a raccoon eye. And since I have a little bit of more rounder eyes and smaller eyes, if you blend up, it'll just really lift everything. And it's just a miracle worker. So that's pretty much it. I just grabbed an L216 and it has nothing on it, and just blending a little bit upwards my brow bone. And that's it for the top. That was very simple. So since it's Valentine's Day, I want to wear something that lasts a while, but kind of like is glowy. I mean, that's what I like for my skin personally. So that's the foundation that I'm gonna look for. And the perfect one for that is this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is definitely a little darker for me right now because pretty much all my foundations right now are my summer shades. And I'm not that tan right now. So, I mean, it's fine, it's fine. I do like using this one with a beauty blender. So just doing a few drops and just going around and placing it on my face. I start blending from the center and bringing it out. I just realized I forgot to put primer. It's okay, it's okay. Primer I would have used, sorry guys, is NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. I use this because my skin is a little bit oily, so I just use that one just to kind of control it a little bit. Honestly, as long as you set your face, you don't really need primer. So we're just gonna go with that. I'm running with that. Okay, so I'm gonna put more foundation. That foundation actually has pretty good coverage, and I just don't want to cake it on because this is simple, and we don't need to cake it on unless you need to, unless you want to. Totally up to you. I do it too sometimes, but I'm just trying to stick to simple right now. So now it's time for concealer. Going in with one of my fave concealers. It is a 24-hour smooth wear concealer from MAC. I'm in the shade NW25, and just placing it like 2 little swipes underneath my eye, on my nose right here, on my forehead, right here. Good old Peach Perfect from Too Faced. Putting that right where I creased, because this is a pretty good, I was gonna say concealer, a pretty good translucent powder that locks in. Oh, it sounds so weird to say, but that powder just tastes so good. You know, when it just kind of like into your nose and your mouth. It tastes pretty good. So I'm gonna go in with another setting powder. This is the Hourglass Veil. And I normally don't set my entire face, but it's Valentine's Day. You're gonna be hugging people, kissing people. You know, when you like hug people, you just kind of like shoulders. So I want to set right here so it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't really transfer. So I like keeping powder away from my cheek areas just because you see how I haven't set it and you can kind of see a sheen. Just a little tip for every day. Don't put setting powder, well, if you like looking glowy, don't put setting powder in those areas because it just already looks so luminous without powder, so why even try? Plus, I wear blush and highlight, so you're kind of already putting powder on top of that. So simple, when I think simple, I think easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we're gonna use a Precisely My Brow pencil, which is, I know this is, when I do things like that, it's just so loud. Sorry guys. Brow pencils are just so much easier. I know brows get a little boring, so we're gonna go ahead and do my brows, and I'll meet you right here in like 2 seconds. 1, 2. So we're back. Thank you for waiting those 2 seconds. So my brows are done. Benefit Shave 3 Precisely Give Me Precisely Give Me My Brow. Awkward. So now what we're gonna do is my under eye. We're gonna finish up my eyes. So same palette, don't worry, we're gonna use the same exact one. So grab your soft glam and we're gonna go into Dusty Rose. So with my Morphe E18, Dusty Rose, under eye. I have like texture on my skin, so I don't know if you guys can see that one spot on my eyelid that looks like it's patchy, but it's actually like not a pimple, like it's like a blemish, but you know what I mean? But if I blend it out or add more product, it'll like collect more on that spot. So we're just gonna ignore. Wow, I really like this look. So taking an even smaller Morphe, this is the E36. Going in with Mulberry, which is that dark reddish brown, and the outer lash line, just a little bit. All right, so for eyelashes, again, keeping what's simple. I'm not gonna do strip lashes, I'm gonna do mascara. So for my mascara of choice, it's gonna be the Voluminous, I can't speak today, words aren't my friend. Voluminous Lash Paradise. And if you want to pop on some lashes, go for it. Go for it. This is your Valentine's Day look. If that's simple for you, then friggin' do it. It honestly takes me a little longer to apply mascara than put on an actual lash, but I'm just too lazy to like take out a lash and put glue on it and, you know. I was gonna use my Bahamas blush pot today. I use it a lot. So PIXI sent me 2 gorgeous blush. They're called PIXI Glow Cakes 3-in-1 Luminous Transition Powder. Transition powder, huh? Well, I'm going to be using it as blush. Oh, God. So this is the Gilded Bear version of the PIXI Glow Cake. These are so pretty. It's looking a little bit more nude on camera, but it has more, definitely, it's pinkier. So using that with my, I already know what brush I want. Where is it at? Where are you? My blush L311, and going right in that center right there. I like don't even know what a transition powder means. Like what even is that? It is very luminous. It's very luminous. However, it's not as pink I would like it to be. We're gonna go in. This is actually another one I wanted to grab into. It is a Milani Color Harmony and Berry Rays. It has a nice berry tones, gorgeous for the holiday. It's not even the holiday, it's freaking Valentine's Day. And just putting a little bit more color. The PIXI one, I think it's more of a topper, so I'm gonna go a little bit in that PIXI Glow palette and just go over top my blush just a tad bit. I feel luminous and pretty. I'm debating if I want to do bronzer. I've really been enjoying like a not so bronze look. Wait, I do enjoy a bronze look, but sometimes I do like just a blushed look. So I might keep it like this. I kind of like it like this. Yeah, for the sake of simplicity, we're not gonna do bronzer. Guys, we don't need it all the time. Blush honestly makes all the difference. Personally for me, I love blush, though I'm gonna keep it simple in that way. So what do we have left? This is a really pretty, I have a nice purple mauve situation going on. So we can either do a mauve lip, nude lip, a dark lip, even like something like this would go really pretty with this look. But I'm a girl on the go. We're trying to keep this simple, so I'm just gonna keep it to lip liner and some lip. So for today's lip, I will be using Coffee and Kissy from Morphe. This might be browner than I'd like. Hold on. Yes, it's a little browner, so we're gonna do something else. Okay, I'm doing the Heatherberry lip pencil from Bodyography. I got this from my December BoxyCharm, I think. There we go, that neutralized it just a little bit. The other one was a little bit too warm. So this is perfect. I like how it's pouty, pinky, a little mauve-y. I'm actually gonna do Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D. I'm actually gonna do the outer skirts of my lips with this and then gloss on the inside. So on the center of my lips, I'm gonna be going on with Dose of Colors JAZZY lip gloss and just patting that on the center. Is gorgeous. Look at that. I love blush so much, you guys. Should we do highlight? I feel like I have so much luminosity already. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna go extra mile and do that. We're gonna put, this is pretty simple. You already have luminosity. You don't have to go in with the highlight. So if you wanna just stop there, you stop there, but we're gonna take it another level and put highlight on. Highlight today is the Dose of Colors iluvvsarahii highlight in Bathe. Super pretty, especially for colder times like this because it looks a little like icy, you know what I mean? That's enough, that's perfect. Usually I put a lot of highlight on too. Do I want to put a little like fake mole thing there? Yeah, I'm gonna put a fake birthmark. This is a brown. I don't want to use black. So we got brown. Oh, and last, before I forget, just grabbing any old blender brush. I like using a blender brush for my brow bone just so it kind of blends in with whatever crease shade you have. Don't forget about the inner corner. I'm making it simple and just using highlight, the same highlight I put down on my face as my inner corner. All right, this is it. This is the simple Valentine's Day look that I came up with. I hope you guys liked it. I really enjoyed doing this look for you guys. If you guys like this look, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and also make sure to turn on that notification bell because I will be uploading a more extra Valentine's Day look. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you stay tuned. And if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe because duh, you made it this far. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and I look forward to seeing you guys the next time.